Hello, it's Simon from Film Stories, and I'm here to do another unboxing, something I've made myself with the help of a whole bunch of people and our brilliant team. I'm doing one of those videos because I'm utterly like with the zeitgeist, and I'm an influencer, and some other words I've written down there that I don't particularly know what I mean. Just over 6 years ago, I crowdfunded into existence with the help of loads of you people. The camera's there. Loads of you people. A film magazine, a print film magazine that goes beyond the superheroes and looks at independent films, British films, the kind of blockbusters that don't have so many capes and Star Warsy things in them. I like superheroes. I like Star Wars. I read about those in lots of brilliant magazines. But what I wasn't seeing was like brilliant British films, brilliant indie movies, and the kind of blockbusters like almost like the mid-range stuff of the 90s, the 80s and 90s that's just so really, really, really good, and they're the kind of things I was wanting to read about. This then is the latest issue of that very magazine. I am now up to, where's the camera? Issue 53 of Film Stories magazine, and have a look at this. 53. Again, no big publisher behind us, utterly crowdfunded into existence, only keeps going because individuals support the magazine, can't afford to put it in too many newsagents. Newsagents charge you thousands just to get your magazine in the shops. So this is a mail order primarily job. It's store.filmstories.co.uk. You can subscribe to it there as well if you go to filmstories.co.uk. All the links are on there as well. So I'm just going to quickly take you through this new issue. First of all, it's 168 pages. I keep putting this over the microphone, but that notwithstanding, 168 pages. Like, there are loads of film magazines behind me, old film magazines. They were big. They weren't wafer thin. They weren't printed on poor paper or anything like this. This is 168 pages. You can almost see the gloss of that, thanks to my bad light just above there. Listen to the thump of this as it lands. Listen, listen, listen. Proper old style film magazine. Absolutely loved reading these growing up. So here is Old Man Looks at Old Magazine. That's the kind of stuff YouTube was invented for. So at the head of it, I mean, there's a great big preview of movies coming this year. That's a big theme of this issue. And again, we've zeroed in on, like, we've not really put the Captain Americas and the Fantastic Fours and things like that in. We're leading on a British blockbuster movie. I mean, I grew up with like things like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Someone's done William Tell. It's going out into over 300 cinemas in the UK. I've not seen it. I didn't write the feature. The feature is great. It was written by Ryan, my colleague, who's great at this kind of stuff. We've also got, this is genuine, welcoming back the VHS tape, the company that started putting films out here in the UK on VHS again. I think it started with Evil Dead 2. We've got salutes to Nicolas Cage and Roger Moore. We're also selling independent Nicolas Cage merchandise as well. It's all part of, like, when you've got an indie magazine, you try anything to keep the lights on. And so we're doing merchandise. There's a Patreon, patreon.com/Simon Brew. You can do digital subscriptions and stuff now. I'm just going to flick through a couple of the highlights here. The Secret Movie Publicist is a column that I know is read by quite a lot of my PR friends. I can't tell you who the Secret Movie Publicist is. I can tell you I haven't yet been sued by Hulk Hogan for the last issue. Here is this issue. That's, God, I need to work out where the camera is. More stories from behind the scenes. We've also looked quite a lot at Roger Moore as part of the From Roger Moore with Love documentary that's out now in cinemas. It's coming to the BBC at Christmas. And we've in particular looked at Basil Dearden's The Man Who Haunted Himself, which is like a 1970s film, which is just brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We talked to Fraser Hadfield at breakout star of Better Man heading into cinemas. We looked at, I mean, Wicked's top of the charts at the moment. How do you do a movie musical? What do you do? Do you sing on set? How does that work? Huge preview, loads of British films coming to you over the coming year. A big salute to how Nicolas Cage pivoted his career, and the return of VHS. I've talked to you about that. One hit wonders, the filmmakers who just had that one success, and then sort of what happened. This as well, in the frame, is a big feature where we've talked to a couple of people who were the subject of of biopics or films based on true stories. What happens when your true story has appeared on the screen And then the filmmakers go, what happens to your life? Do people perceive you as the person from the film? Do they treat you any differently? So we've talked to a couple of people involved in those. What else? John Parr, responsible for one of like the breakout 80s, one of the most iconic 80s movie songs. Also involved in indie movies. Great big long chat with John Parr. More saluting of Roger Moore. Loads of stuff on short films as well. Really passionate about this. A great big huge section on movie music. We dig into lots of recommendations, news and reviews there. Huge section on physical media as well. I'm still on movie music there. Lots of reviews. And again, we just try and review some stuff that's off the beaten track, including short films. I mean, there's a bunch that are... Look, a bunch of short films just waiting to be discovered. Don't even take you that long to watch. Our one sojourn out of film into TV is Blake 7. We had a look at how they've restored that for Blu-ray. Again, that's all part of our big commitment to physical media. Loads of reviews. Movie Clinic, a look at it's a mental health piece about how the movies have affected our lives. A great big watch list, a bunch of things to put on your watch list. And then look at all those. That is all the back issues. Look at them. Look at those. I mean, each one of those is a large slice of my life, and it sort of brings me out in hives, just memories of making some of those issues. They were not easy to do. And we end, as always, with a great big huge movie quiz, 50 questions in there. Best of luck, a bit of coffee and a recommendation too. That is Film Stories issue 53. I'm working already, as is the team behind me. We're a tiny team on issue 54. It's on sale now. Look, I've bought I bought three copies. All your support is like really appreciated. If you like film magazines that do that cinema beyond the superheroes, that go a little bit off to the left, we're really proud of what we're doing. We need your support. You can find it at store.filmstories.co.uk. And that concludes my latest unboxing video.